Welcome back to Run It Back. This is the Bespoke Gentleman. Before we get started on today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and share the videos. Also hit that notification bell so you're notified when we come out with new content. So on today's video, I have Cartoon. He's an ex-gang member. He did time in prison, and he's talking. He's doing an interview, and he's talking about how the young men today being raised by single mothers of today are dangerous. And it's something I say all the time. When you have a male, a man who's been raised by a woman, a lot of times he's been raised to have feminine traits. Not that he's like feminine, but that his emotional maturity is like that of a woman, right? And he's talking about how when you take someone who, because women, they can be quick to snap at times. They can be, you can say irrational at times. They can be emotional at times. And men, especially because we have testosterone and we can be more dangerous. But he talks about how these young men today and these men today have been raised by women, single mothers. They have the maturity and the response in the ways of a woman. And how
it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
So check it out. And again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's check out the video.
From your era. From my era. But as far as the mentality is gone. You know what I'm saying? Them youngsters, they on some whole different type stuff. Yeah, they represent the set and they push it and they do what they do, but they don't bang. The gang banging that I grew up in, it no longer exists. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's just gone. Even though I was raised by a single mother, a lot of homies from my generation were raised by single mothers, but the single mothers from back then are totally different from the single mothers of now.
Now, I do get the point that he's trying to make, and he is correct about the whole thing about mothers then being different than mothers now. He's correct about that, but it's still not good to have single mothers. Not knocking single mothers, but it's still better to have a father in the home. That's why marriage is important. It's very key. People talk down on it in our community, but always better to have the father in the home. Because even though he had a good mother, you see how he still strayed. And most of his homeboys who had good mothers or old-fashioned mothers, they still strayed. The father has to be in the home. Let's get back to the video.
It has changed totally. The days of Big Mama are gone. And so here it is. You got little young girls that's running around. They got grandkids at 31, 32 years old nowadays. And so here it is. They still want to run the streets, run the clubs, and run and do all this other crazy stuff. But now they trying to raise a son.
You just like your daddy. You don't do shit, and you never gonna amount to shit. All you ever do around here is eat, sleep, and shit.
And little boys are being raised up totally different now. Like I say, they being raised up. They got mama, grandmama, 2, 3 sisters, and they auntie in the house, and they the only dude. And so now they're going through a thing of they picking up all these female emotions. They picking up attitudes that they sisters may have. They picking up the attitudes that their mother may have, and they soft. They not hard no more. There's no such thing as when I was coming up, a little boy running in the house because he done scraped his arm, and his mama tell him, "Man, boy, get back out there. Don't nobody care nothing about that." Or my mother, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting bullied down the street and I run home and my mama tell me, "Boy, you better go out there and fight or I'm gonna beat your behind." See, the mothers of today not doing. They looking at these little boys and they coddling them and they treating them bad. So now the little youngsters are growing up with a lot of female emotions. And they figure, okay, they don't want to fight.
I ain't doing no fighting. I'm fighting. I don't care. That shit dead. I ain't doing no fighting. I ain't doing no fighting. Fight. Please. Yeah, can go to the gym, do all that working out, all that shit you want to. Why we just not finna be out here fighting, tussling and all that? If you getting with me, period, I feel like it ain't no respect. So shit, I'm gonna go ahead and get you out the door.
They don't want to be hit in the face. They don't want to do none of this. And when it comes, now all they know to do is shoot.
You better not test me. I'ma shoot him, and his bestie.
I'm mad at you. I hate you. You made me look bad. They so worried about, don't talk to me loud. Don't say this to me in the hood. And they want to run, get a gun. And it's because of the way they being raised.
That's
now.
interesting. Yeah. So it's a different mentality in
Yeah.
the big mama versus the young teenage pregnancy mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even in the neighborhoods now, when I was coming up, girls didn't have a voice.
You broke on the east side. If you broke on the east side, you tripping. You just lazy. If you broke on this side, you're tripping. On my mother.
Like the way they have now. Nowadays, girls have major voices in the set to where they can politic against you and get everybody to turn against you. They have a voice, but now they are the same mothers that's raising these mamby-pamby little boys to come up. And it's just, and it's like that. That's how come you have so much in-house killing going on. The youngsters, they don't want to be told nothing by older dudes, like you say, getting out of prison, or they older homies. Man, you can't tell me nothing, man. And then when my big homies could discipline me. My big homies could kick me in behind, punch me, you know what I'm saying, toughen me up or whatever. Nowadays, you can't do that because they figure you getting out of prison. Oh, you trying to bully me. Oh, you trying to run over me. You know? And so now they want to go get a gun and they want to shoot their big homies.
Is there a lack of structure?
It's a lack of structure. A lot of the younger guys don't respect the older guys. You know, every set in LA go through that. The young homies don't respect the older homies, and they feel the older homies let them down, and they just doing something different. But you know, and it's just different.